Morning, future CAs, Rockstar Chartered Accountants here. Well, we're looking back to, the past 6 months. We're in July right now, and guys have just gotten their results. You got 30%, you got 20%, and you think, yassy, man, am I even going to pass this thing? Is it actually humanly possible? Well, it is, but let's talk through a few key terms here and look at it from this perspective. You just wrote your June exams, you didn't get the marks you wanted, but now you're sitting with about 3 months or 3.5 months before finals. This is literally the final, guys. It's the World Cup final, and you need to pass. You need to make sure that you get those results. But how do you get the results? The problem here is that you're focusing on what you know and not what you don't know. So it's very critical to focus on the stuff that you don't know. So how do you do that? You're probably asking yourself, oh my word, I've heard this so many times. How am I going to focus on stuff that I actually don't know? Well, go and look at your papers. What did you get wrong? Is it a principle thing? Is it a time thing? Or is it actually something you really did not have a clue how it works? 90% of the time, we get bogged down on the silly things, on semantics. Did I add up everything? And that really doesn't matter. What you should be focusing on is, why did you get something wrong? So if you realize that you've got a problem with, for example, standard costing, and you don't understand how it works, don't cram it. Spend time understanding the principle, trying questions, and understanding where the wheels fall off. So for example, if you get a standard costing question and you're just doing it normally and you feel that, oh, I know this, but as soon as they swap it around and they actually give you the variance and say, calculate the standard cost, you don't know what to do. That means you are actually just cramming. You don't understand the principle of why. Why are you doing something? Why did you wake up this morning? What is your purpose on earth? You need to understand certain whys. Once you understand the why, everything else falls into place. The when and the how fall into place. I had VAC students come over and they asked me questions like, how do I know that I'm going to do well? Will I pass? Is it possible? And all these questions got me thinking and said, well, maybe I will actually start having a video series and start discussing, how do you pass? How is it possible that this thing is such a monster, but it is actually something that you can pass? You need to actually have it in bite sizes and give it time. Understand where you're going wrong. Have 4 different books with all different errors that you've made. So have a book for FINAC, MANAC, tax and audit, and in your audit text book, you'll basically make notes and say, this is the stuff that I get wrong. And you write them down and why you got it wrong. You need to understand why you're getting certain things wrong. It's not the lecturer's fault. A lot of the guys say, oh, but that's the lecturer, he didn't teach me this. Why are you getting it? If you have to consult, go in with your paper and consult. Understand your mistakes, because once you understand your mistakes, you are on the right track. So if you've got any questions, drop us an email at bdobuilds@bdo.co.za, bdobuilds@bdo.co.za, and we'll try to answer some of your questions and help you pass.